Dear friends, welcome back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is Looz 1. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. This machine is not so easy, and it requires a lot of patience. Anyway, before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can head over to Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. So as you can see here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 138. So what are we going to do next? We need to do port and self scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so now we can cut out its result. As you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file, so then we can retrieve the result when necessary. So from the map scanning results, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4 open port numbers in total. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and also the version information, including exact version number. I don't think we can find any workable vulnerability for this particular version of OpenSSH. The second one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information. Nginx, this is another very popular web application or web service like Apache. And the next one is 33. Excuse me, sorry. The next open port number is 3306, which is running MySQL service, and also the version information. And the last one is 8081, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information. However, we got this title didn't follow redirect to the HTTP, which is running on the default port number 80. A bit weird. So it means that when we access this port number, possibly we will be redirected to this one, okay? Or to another port number or default port number. All right, so far I've already analyzed the results of a map scanning. So next we need to enter the immersion stage. Where shall we, or what shall we start from? Or start with? I think should be this one. We need to check whether MySQL service is vulnerable to weak credentials vulnerability. So now we can use MySQL and specify the username root, followed by the IP address of the target. Let's hit enter. However, we got the error, cannot connect to local server. All right. So next, I think we need to enumerate this, the web application which is running on the port number 80, both manually and automatically. So let's fire up the browser of Firefox. Maybe I need to close down all tabs. So next, put the IP address of the target into the address bar of the browser. Press enter, and we got back the page or the site of a very beautiful site. Beautifully designed brand identity contacts. You know, the link, although this is hyperlink, however, this would be out of the scope. So nothing else. Next, we can check its source code, and we can scroll down. Sometimes we can get very sensitive information from the source code. Let's scroll down. Yeah, we find this comment. We can copy and let's put over here. So John, don't forget to remove this comment. However, it's not. For now, WP password. So I think it's very clear. The target is running WordPress application. And even we can get its username and password. Very complicated password. I think it's almost impossible to crack the password in a reasonable time. Okay, so now next we need to check whether this site has robots file or not. Not found. Next we can launch the Nicto to do the automatic enumeration. I always begin automatic enumeration with Nicto because Nicto can give us a very rich information about the web application. Sorry, so the banner or the version information, request the header information. Unfortunately, nothing very exciting we can get from the Nicto. Next, we can launch the GoBuster to do the automatic enumeration. Let's auto-complete this command. So as you can see over here, GoBuster, is one of my favorite directory enumeration tools or tool, okay? And GoBuster can support several different subcommands. But I always use the dir or directory as subcommand to scan directory or brute force directory, okay? And use the -u option to specify the URL, and use the W option to specify the word list. If you have already followed my channel, you know that I always use this word list. Not so small. And, of course, sometimes we need to try a different word list. Okay? And use the X option to specify the extension. All right, I don't think GoBuster can find anything useful, so I'd like to interrupt. So far we have already done, or we have already completed web application enumeration, which is running on the port number 80, but nothing exciting found except this information. However, we didn't find the entry or the endpoint running WordPress. So maybe it's running on the second port number, 8081. So now we can access the second web application running on the port number 8081. Let's press enter. However, as you can see, we are redirected to the port number 80. A bit weird, right? However, even you check its source code, we get the same content. But if you launch the Nicto to do the automatic enumeration, you will find something else. Press enter. So this is the reason why I always mention the importance of Nicto. As you can see, even Nicto found some links or addresses which indicates the target indeed is running WordPress application or installations. So let's access this address or this endpoint by browser. We need to use the prefix HTTP protocol and port number, and we need to put the endpoint in the end or at the end. Press enter. The browser is trying to load the application of WordPress. As you can see, we got the very familiar WordPress panel, and we can just now we have already got the username and password. So even we do not need to run WordPress again too, right? Because we have already got the username and password from the comment of the source code. Okay, so now we can copy and username is John, and now we can click login. However, we got the error file not found. A bit interesting, because if you check the URL in the address bar of the browser, are redirect to this host name. So in other words, we need to append this host name into the host file. Okay, this is I'm going to do now. Echo. Let me autocomplete this command. Of course, you can use the editor like a Vim Nano to add or append this entry to the host file. But for me, I prefer to use this command line way. Okay, let's press enter. Even now, maybe we need to close up the Firefox, because sometimes there is some cache or cookies which will block us to render the application properly. Okay, so now, I think we can use the host name rather than IP address. We can copy, and please do not forget to specify the port number, login, press enter. To see whether we can log in to the WordPress panel successfully, or WordPress administration panel. Okay, so now we can put the username John here, and also we can copy the password from my notebook, paste in here, login, and I think it's working because we got this message, administration email verification. We just click remind me later, or the email is correct. I don't think it matters. So next we need to check whether the user John is an administrator or not. If it is, then we can try to upload web shell to the WordPress administration panel and to get initial foothold on the target. So I think the application is very lucky, which takes a bit long time to render. Anyway, we need some patience. As you can see, we got the error. So I think we can close up the Firefox again and access. Even we need to restart the target machine. Restart the target machine. And we need to copy the password again. All right. So let me fill in the information again. John, password, login. Don't save. I hope this time we can get the page successfully back from the target machine. Otherwise, I have to restart the target virtual machine. All right, we are in the WordPress administration panel. So how to the next? I think I've already demonstrated this technique. We need to upload web shell to the target, and there will be different ways. And just I mentioned over and over, the most preferable way for me is to go to the appearance. Oh, sorry. I think first of all, we need to check the current user's privilege. And there's several users. And the Gandalf, maybe we can copy. Gandalf is administrator, and the John is also administrator. So now I think because the current user is the John is administrator, next we can try to upload web shell to the target machine. And let's go to appearance, sim editor, understand, and go to 404 template, and we can remove original code completely. Let's fill in with our PHP reverse shell file. Okay, and I've already got this file ready, which you can get it from Pentest Monkey website. After you download it, you need to change the IP address to meet your own lab. Okay, so now we can copy. Oh, there's some problem. Maybe I have some problem with my canonics. I'd like to pause the video. All right, I'll come back. Just now I restarted the target virtual machine. Let's go on. We can get out the shell PHP file. We can copy from its end to the beginning of this file. We can copy. Oh, sorry. I forgot to open up browser to, okay, it's here. Now we can remove the original code here and Paste in here, update file. It doesn't seem it's working. So I'd like to tell you, yeah, we got the error back from the target machine, unable to communicate back with the site to check for fatal errors. So the PHP change was reverted. You will need to upload your PHP file change by some other means, such as by using FTP. Of course, this way is not right away. So how to next? Next, we can try the second way by using Metasploit console. You know, Metasploit has one module which can help us upload the web shell to the WordPress administration panel. Also, we can open the home page. Okay, we can search and we can use this module. If you want to get more information, you can use info and followed by the module name or module path. So this module will generate a plugin, pack the payload into it, and upload it to a server running WordPress, provided valid admin credentials are used. So for me, this would be second reasonable way to upload web shell to the target. And here we can use this default payload. So now we can run command show followed by options. We need to see which kind of options are required to be configured. The first one is localhost. This should be IP address of our own machine or Kali Linux. And port number would be 555. You can choose any port number what you like and set the remote host. Maybe we need to use the host name rather than IP address. We can copy. I don't think we need to use prefix. And also the port number 8081. Username would be John. And the password we can copy from the source code. We can scroll down to the bottom and then we can copy from here and paste in here. And we can, because here there is single quote in this password. To fix the problem, we can use double quotes to contain the password. Okay, and then we can run show options again to make sure we have already configured all required options. All right, I think we configured properly. Now we can run. However, no session was created. In other words, this way failed. So I'd like to exit from the Metasploit console. Also, you can go back to the WordPress administration panel and manually upload or install the plugin. You can zip the like this one. We can zip show, and then we can upload this plugin to install and then install it. But I'd like to tell you, this way cannot work either. I do not want to demonstrate this technique here. So how to do next? Actually, just now we have already found several users. The two of users are the administrators, John, and another one. Sorry, not this one. Another is Gandalf, right? Gandalf. And next we can, we can move, or we can turn our focus to SSH. So possibly Gandalf or John would be username or SSH username. So let's run Hydra. Let me autocomplete this command. So I use the normal L option to specify the username. And also we can run this brute force against another user, John. But the Gandalf username is put the John username above the John. So maybe this would be the real administrator, okay? So, and also use the uppercase P to specify the password dictionary. Let's press enter. And now Hydra starts its brute forcing. But unfortunately, the password is a bit unusual. And it takes a bit, even not a bit, a very long time to finish. About 1 hour. I do not want to waste your time, so I'm assuming that we have already retrieved the correct password for this user. So now we can SSH to the target, Gandalf, and the password I'd like to copy from the notebook, paste in here. Now we are in the target machine, and we can press keys Control Shift and L at the same time to clear the screen, and then we can get a bigger space on the screen. Next, we can run command ls to display directory content and the bash history. So nothing special here. Let's go back or go to up layer and another user, Alata. And we can get the user flag, okay? And here with the press database. So we need to do some local enumeration, right? My circle. Maybe next we can run sudo, right? To see whether this user can run sudo. And also we can use the find command to look for binaries with SUID bit. For us, in most cases, we should look for those low hand flute, okay? And the permission for 1000, and the type should be file rather than directory. And we can use redirect operator to redirect error to special null device, okay? Oh, sorry. I forgot to put the F here. All right, it's done. And we can notice this one. Apparently, this is the not a standard binary. We can copy and let's run it to see what it's about. Okay, because this one has SUID bit on. Even without any effort, we have really become the root user. So then we can navigate to root directory to grab the root flag. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.